We're live.
So, in this podcast, I was thinking we would do something different. I was thinking we would do a review of the year in passing and speculation about the year that is to come. 2025 का हम लोग एक रिव्यू कर लेते हैं और 2026 के बारे में थोड़ा स्पेकुलेट करते हैं. तो 2025.
Your 2025 number one history is back.
I-
History is absolutely back.
Not just history, it's the return of everything. Na? Everything is back.
Everything.
But to start with history, how is history back?
Your history is back. Look, Francis Fukuyama in the 90s, very famous for his book, The End of History and the Last Man. What he said was, in politics, democracy is the end game, ultimate game that has been achieved, and economics, capitalism is the end game that has been achieved. But history is back with a vengeance. Politics are back with a vengeance. China, number one example. It has a new economic system. It has a new political system. And it's directly in conflict, political conflict with the US. So history is back in that sense. His thesis is absolutely gone.
So, Francis, if you're listening, Francis Fukuyama, Francis F. your mama. So,
What else is back?
I feel like conflict is back.
Conflict is back.
Conflict is back. War is back.
Conflict is back. यार number one जो मुझे सबसे अब the thing is I think इतनी ज़्यादा चीज़ें हुई हैं मुझे काफ़ी ज़्यादा भूल गई हैं लेकिन conflict के हिसाब से you have the Pakistan-India war, you have the Armenia-Azerbaijan war,
Yes.
you have the Thailand-Cambodia war,
Recent.
very recent,
Very recent.
absolutely, and then you have the Palestine-Israel war, genocide, Israeli
Yes.
genocide, then you have the Iran-Israel war, and then you have a very, very potent, very, very disruptive, potentially technological war going on between US and China.
I think you skipped the Russia-Ukraine conflict. And then there's the
yes.
Sudan conflict as well.
Sudan conflict. You have these low-key conflicts going on in the world right at this very moment, right? You are always in a state of perpetual war now. It recalls to mind 1984 by George Orwell, where you have low-key conflicts going on. So when you say war has been defeated, Better Angels of Our Nature by Steven Pinker, he says that violence has absolutely gone down. You take a look at any headline any day of this year, and you will find that war is going on right now. War is back.
Steven Pinker, you don't hear much about him. आजकल वो गायब हो गए.
Steven
पहले
Pinker,
वो बड़ा vibe में था जब हम uni में थे.
हाँ, I think यार वो
उसके बाद उसने वो book भी publish की थी, Enlightenment Now, I think.
Enlightenment Now उसकी book थी, Rationality उसकी book थी. यार I think वो एक तरह से return भी है ना. एक तरह से reaction आया to rationalist enlightenment values. You are going back, history is back, you are back to a feudal nature of the world now. ठीक है ना, आपके direct conflicts चल रहे हैं. ठीक है, 2025, what else do you remember?
Yeah, 2025, I feel like political assassinations are back. Like,
Absolutely.
people tried to assassinate the big D, Donald, and they actually did successfully assassinate Charlie Kirk.
We are Charlie Kirk, we carry the flame. Sorry.
So Charlie Kirk, Giga Chad is dead. Murdered.
Murdered, may he rest in peace. I mean, I don't agree with what he said, but I did want to defend to death his right to say it. Voltaire, yeah.
So much is back now, but the things, the two trends that I want to focus on now is that Conspiratoria is back, Technologia is back, and they're linked. They're interlinked in a perverse way, and I think that perverse link is
Epstein.
Epstein, Jeffrey Epstein. He's everywhere. But how do you think Conspiratoria is back in 2025?
Yeah, I think Conspiratoria has been back for a long time. Like, and I think what's going on is now people are starting to notice. And then I think एक जो मुझे चीज़ confuse करती है, notice, the great noticing.
The great noticing.
There's so much confusion in the world. जो मुझे बात तंग करती है कि are we noticing because there is more visible now, or are we noticing the things that they want us to notice? Is there something else going on? But then, despite this, I think Jeffrey Epstein, this pedophile dude, who was apparently suicided, who committed I don't know
Well,
exactly. ना, मतलब
airports.
I don't know.
Airports,
The
bro.
thing is कि I don't know anything at all. No
यार
matter how much
मतलब
I search.
इसमें ना आप जितना ज़्यादा अंदर जाओगे उतना you're like what is happening, because he had an office at Harvard, ठीक है, he had links to MIT, he was on the board of Rockefeller University, ठीक है, he had links to everyone you can think of. So Larry Summers, ex-president of Harvard, to Bill Clinton, to
Bill
Bill
Clinton,
Gates,
Bill Gates,
to
Noam Chomsky.
Noam Chomsky.
Noam
चॉम्स्की अंकल क्या कर रहे हैं
Chomsky,
वहाँ पे यार?
हाँ, वो
चॉम्स्की अंकल क्या कर रहे हैं?
Stephen
मुझे
Hawking was seen at Epstein
स्टीवन हॉक,
Island.
एवरीवन, क्रिस टकर यार, वो जैकी चैन
हाँ
वाला,
हाँ जैक
रशर, आई
हाँ
थिंक
हाँ हाँ हाँ
रशर वाला बॉय वाज देयर, लाइक एवरीवन's on Epstein Island यार, and he has links to all these people, he's on the board of all these companies, he has offices at these universities, he's funding scientific research, he had direct connections to Marvin Minsky, who is one of the founding fathers of artificial
Oh,
intelligence.
अच्छा. Oh, हाँ, okay,
So we
yes.
have Jeffrey Epstein as a link between the technology world and the
And the conspiracy
conspiratorial world.
हाँ, yes.
Like he stands in the middle of all of this.
यार he stands in the middle of all this, और then what is he famous for, right? एक तरह से
I never heard of him before this.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? He's famous for his island, right, where all the shit goes down, which I think was a screen for everything else that was going on behind that thing, right? Okay, he's linked to economics, he's linked to politics, he's linked to academics, ठीक है ना? But then उसके जो उसकी स्क्रीन आई हुई है वो पेडोफिलिया वाली स्क्रीन है. अब in the Epstein files, which were very recently released, they are seen talking about very niche political stuff that's going on in Lebanon, that's going on in the Middle East, that's
In
going
Pakistan.
on in Pakistan. What does he have to do with all this?
This
I
is
have
where
no
all the
idea.
conspiracy stuff comes from. Now, if you're a financier, which is how he's described as a
Yes.
New York financier, what does he have to do with world politics? Why is he discussing world politics with all these influential people? And in many of these emails, they want to influence world politics as well. This is where the conspiracy stuff comes from.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? They release all this stuff at the end of the year. They're causing confusion.
They
They're
were
causing
forced to
discord.
release all of these files
Forced to release by who?
by public pressure.
Public.
Like, they didn't want to release all these files. Everyone started calling their representatives. People started calling people in Congress. We want the Epstein files.
Yeah, but then why do we want? Because if you look at
It could be a psyop. I mean, it could be a psyop.
Yeah, psyops are back ना, मतलब हर
Psyops
चीज़
are-
psyop
that-
है. Yeah, they're calling Charlie Kirk's assassination a psyop. Have you seen what his wife is doing? Erica
Candace
Kirk.
Owens, I think, is the one leading this charge. Na, कि she thinks that Charlie Kirk might have been murdered by.
लेकिन यार, I think the point is कि you don't know what's going on. You have multiple competing theories for everything that goes on in the world.
That is one of the mega trends now, because everything is back. Nothing is for certain. Like, certainty is gone. It's the year of uncertainty.
Yeah.
It's the weirdest year on record.
यार the weirdest part is कि so much has happened this year. इतनी ज़्यादा चीज़ें मुझे याद नहीं है अब. मुझे याद नहीं है. I'm confusing a lot of things now. और I think जो मुझे बात रखती है कि is this by design और या मैं actually confused बनता हूँ.
Yeah, this is by design. ये जो algorithm बना हुआ है, this is the matrix. This was the basic concept of the matrix कि यार ये जो algorithm है, it's the matrix. हर बंदे का एक individualized matrix बना हुआ है, and it's really hard for us to escape the matrix. वो हमें अपना एक drip feed किया जा रहा है through Insta Reels and TikToks, and we can remember anything.
यार इंस्टा रील से देख तो मुझे याद आ गया. अब the thing is, I am locked into my phone 24/7, right? My Instagram algorithm reel is directly beaming brain rot, political stuff, horny stuff, goon stuff, shit posting at the speed of light every second of my day, right? So much happens. I don't remember anything after 15 seconds, right? At certain points, I think I am an extension of the phone. Instead of the phone being accelerant of my capabilities, what I want to do in life, the phone is the main part. And I am but a small attachment to the phone. I am an extension of the phone. The phone is the primary focal object. I think phones are much more alive than human beings these days. What do you think about this?
I think that is what takes us to the second trend, not to technology. Yeah. And I do think the way smartphones have infiltrated our lives now. it's abominable. But I think this is going to accelerate. I think AI is going to turbocharge all of this now. Like 2025 was also the year of, if we want to narrow down the tech, it was artificial intelligence.
Yes.
And I think it's going to turbocharge this trend all the more.
यार
We're going to be
ये dangerous बात है, and it's also so ironic to me that you're probably going to see this on Instagram. You're probably going to see this as a reel. And what we're trying to get at is that this thing is designed to siphon off your attention. This thing is designed to drain your life force. Or I'm doing the same thing right now. I think this is where all sort of sense breaks down for me. What are we doing? ठीक है? And then you bring in technology, right? You bring in AI. You have Nvidia, OpenAI, and Microsoft just giving each other money in a triangle, right?
circular
OpenAI is
financing.
supposed to spend $1.1 trillion in the next 10 years, probably less. Their revenue is what, $13 billion. There's so much bullshit in the world of this, in the world of finance, AI financing, right? You have data centers guzzling so many gallons of water, right? And then you will have multiple studies debunking this claim also, right? Then again, it's
You
bringing
don't know
us
what to
back
trust anymore.
you don't know what to trust anymore. This
But-
is the hallmark of 2025.
But here's what you can trust. One of the people actually funding AI research was Jeffrey Epstein. As I've mentioned, he was funding it through the MIT Media Lab and the MIT Artificial Intelligence Initiative. And he had really close links to Marvin Minsky. So Marvin Minsky was the guy, he won the Turing Award in 1969. And in 2025, like we can definitively say that the Turing test, it's done. The Turing test was basically this: कि you're talking to an AI, and you really, the AI convinces you that it's not an AI, it's a human being.
Yes.
On the other side, and I think if we randomly talk to an AI without knowing that it's an AI in 2025, it can convince us.
The important part is if you can't tell, does it really matter? I look at an AI generated picture, and I can't tell if it's AI or if it's real. So the problem is there. AI is very good now. It's good enough where it's causing you confusion with all your 27 years of experience of life of looking at real images. You can't trust anything now. I think this is a huge problem. And then I do not want to sound very conspiratorial, but then conspiracy is back. A lot of these people who are into AI, they're also, you can trace them back to Israel and the Jewish homeland, the Jewish religion.
They're all interconnected. They know each
all
other.
interconnected. Sam Altman,
Daria.
OpenAI CEO, he's Jewish. Ilya Sutskever, who's the father of modern AI neural networks. He's Canadian-Israeli. You have Epstein funding these companies. I'm unsure of Anthropic's CEO, but then what exactly is the point?
What is the AI endgame?
Yeah.
I think the AI endgame, as they put it, it's AGI, na? It's artificial general intelligence. They want an AI that is self-improving, that is self-reinforcing. एक ऐसा feedback loop बनाना चाहते हैं कि AI अपनी coding खुद करना शुरू कर दे और अपने code को खुद improve करना शुरू कर दे. I think that's their end game. Artificial general intelligence.
यार लेकिन इससे do you not see कि इसके effects क्या होंगे AGI के? Let's say you have a computer program that can recursively better itself, right? And then it can do economically valuable, useful work. What does that do? Already 2025, you have the, I think, biggest number of layoffs in a year. Pakistan specifically, 21, unsure of the number. Lekin highest in 21 years unemployment rate. I think it's 7.1%. 1.1 million degree holders are out of a job, degree holders. And AI hasn't even been fully adopted yet.
I feel like Pakistan ka case is not really relevant to the AI discussion because एक uniquely effed economy है ना हमारी तो. लेकिन अगर आप developed nations में देखो तो वाकई वहाँ पे there is a serious threat कि AI might take all the knowledge economy वाली जो jobs हैं जो basic starter jobs होती हैं, legal work हो गया या आपके लिए starter जो coding होती हैं, basic coding. And I think ऐसा हो सकता है कि ये बाद में सेकंड ऑर्डर इफेक्ट्स पाकिस्तान में आए जहाँ पे यहाँ पे बहुत सी आईटी इंडस्ट्री में लोग बेसिक कोडिंग करके देते होते हैं, गिग इकोनॉमी जो काम कर रही है. आई थिंक दैट माइट नॉट बी फंक्शनल एनी मोर, बट वो अभी यहाँ तक पहुँचने में टाइम लगेगा.
यार लेकिन फिर भी मुझे लगता है ये कि वो जो डिस्कॉर्ड और कन्फ्यूजन है ना, और पीपल आउट ऑफ अ जॉब दे हैव नो आइडिया व्हाट टू डू, दैट्स जस्ट स्पेल्स डिजास्टर फॉर मी. एक तरह से कि यू आर थ्रोइंग a lot of volatile ingredients into the melting pot of civilization we have now. Like number one, I think scale का बड़ा issue है. You had 2 billion people in the 1900s, right?
Yes.
Suddenly you're touching almost 9 billion within a span of 100 years. You have so many people on the world. ठीक है ना? You have this world altering technology.
You sound like one of those AI billionaires. We have too many people.
यार हाँ, मतलब I'm thinking कि we as a human civilization, as humanity, right, we have transgressed, I think, into territories, into ideas we are not really or fully capable of dealing with. Or I believe 2026 will be an absolutely insane year. You will have a lot of these things coming together. You have so many elections coming up in the next year, so many political upheavals can go on. And then you add to the mix conspiracy stuff, you add to the mix economic stuff, right? This is a recipe for absolute disaster going forward. I mean, 2025, I had no idea things would turn out, and it turned out pretty weird. I believe 2025 was just a prelude to what's going to go on in 2026.
It just keeps getting weirder and weirder every year. I thought the weird, like when I was in uni around 2020, I thought the weird was gone. I thought we were living in a mechanical world where everything was explained, where everything was packed into neat little packets of information, and I think that world is gone now. I think we're living in a very uncertain world.
The world is absolutely gone. Yeah, but मुझे भी लगता है 2020, I was very hopeful when it started. I had a life plan mapped out. I was supposed to go abroad, get an education, get a master's, come back, start teaching, right? You have COVID. I mean, look, what COVID did to us now, I have no good recollection of the last 5 years, right? Everything has changed so deeply within just 5 years, right? Then you have all of these things coming together. Abhi bhi, I think long COVID के effects they don't fully know, right?
हमें तो वैक्सीन्स के इफेक्ट नहीं पता कि
वैक्सीन के इफेक्ट्स क्या है,
वैक्सीन्स लगा ली हैं 2 डोसेस, पता नहीं क्या होगा उनका.
तो things are weird. They're going to get weirder. 2026 मुझे डर लग रहा है
यार. आई फील अगर हम इसको देखें ना, डर मुझे इन ख़तरनाक लोगों से डर लगता है. लाइक ख़तरनाक लोग ऐसे कि ये सारे मिल के जेफरी एप्स्टीन एंड हिज फ्रेंड्स, यार देर ऑल कनेक्टेड, दे ऑल नो ईच अदर, देर ऑल फ्रेंड्स, एंड इनमें बहुत ख़तरनाक ख्यालात हैं कुछ लोगों के. AI पे जब हम डिस्कशन करते हैं तो देर आर टू अपोजिंग फिलोसफीज. वन इज़ कि we need to turn humans into cyborgs ना, कि we need to integrate with technology.
Yes.
This is the Elon Musk school of artificial intelligence.
Yes.
ठीक है कि we need to कि एक neural networks होने चाहिए, neural chips होनी चाहिए inside of our brains that give us access to AI capabilities. ठीक है. And the second one, the one that's really dangerous, is the Peter Thiel school of artificial intelligence now, because he believes we need to transcend human beings. They're transhumanists. They want that we should give birth to another species, one that is smarter than us, and because their metric is always intelligence na, so because the AI is going to be smarter than us, it should automatically be able to rule us. Like वो legitimacy होगी उसकी, legitimate right होगा कि it should have the right to rule us because it's smarter than us.
Yeah, who's asking for this, man? Why am I at the mercy of these few, let's say in the hundreds, not even thousands? These are a few hundred people who control my fate in the world.
This is where the subaltern angles comes in ना. I call it the subaltern sidelines. कि हम लोग तो बिल्कुल ही साइड में बैठे हुए हैं यार. ये लोग क्या कर रहे हैं? कंप्यूटर बना रहे हैं, इंसानियत को ख़त्म करना है, इंसानों को ट्रांसेंड करना है. यहाँ पे हमारे लोगों को पता ही नहीं है कि दुनिया के जो फैसले हो रहे हैं वो वहाँ पे जेफरी एप्स्टीन और उसके दोस्त एक जजीरे पे बैठ के, एक आइलैंड पे बैठ के कर रहे हैं. एंड आवर लाइव्स आर गोइंग टू बी डिफाइंड बाय देयर डिसीजंस एंड वी डोंट इवन गेट टू हैव अ से. लाइक हमें तो छोड़ो, पीपल इन द यूएस एंड द यूके डोंट गेट टू हैव अ से. हम तो सबल्टन साइडलाइन से बैठ के ना वो सेकंड ऑर्डर थर्ड ऑर्डर इफेक्ट्स उनके फील करते हैं.
यार बस वही लगता है कि आई एम एट अ ट्रेन और द ट्रेन इज इन द कंट्रोल ऑफ जूस who are making also AI to control the train. ठीक है, और वो ट्रेन आपका हम cause I think हम सबसे एंड वाले कैबिन में हैं ट्रेन
यार
के, ठीक
मुझे
है
तो
ना?
लगता है हमें इन लोगों ने वो बिल्कुल बाहर हवा में बिठाया हुआ है. वो बांग्लादेश में जो ट्रेन चलती होती है ना, वो जिस लोग पीछे बैठे होते हैं, वो वाला हिसाब है हमारा यार. और
यार
ये
तो
I wouldn't even call it a Jewish train. It's a Zionist train, यार.
Zionist, yes,
मतलब it's
this is the
something,
word, this is
we're
the
on
word.
a train that we are fundamentally opposed to.
यार I don't
But
even
we're on
want to
it.
be on the train.
यार
I
we're
want to be outside everything, man. I don't want to look at Instagram the first thing. I don't want to see what's going on in the world.
and yet you do.
And yet I do every day. Matlab 24/7. I think I'm one of the most logged in posters Instagram पे.
Bro,
मतलब 6 hours a day every day.
मुझे तो मतलब नमाज की तरह पाबंद है तो इंस्टाग्राम का. लेकिन यार ये मतलब what are we moving towards यार. ये दुनिया कहाँ जा रही है. एंड कोई बहुत अजीब जगह जा रही है. This isn't the future we were promised यार.
यार हाँ dude. I was promised flying cars. I was promised a universal basic income. I was promised greenery. I was
अब ये
promised.
I feel like that promise अब उसको ना थोड़ा सा इन लोगों ने AI के साथ लिंक कर दिया, एक्सटेंड कर दिया
यार
कि
लेकिन
यार AI यूनिवर्सल बेसिक इनकम ला के देगा, AI आपको जो है ना फ्लाइंग कार्स ला के देगा. क्योंकि the only progress that we've experienced so far in our lives ना has been in the world of bits ना, not in the world of atoms. Like physics और biology और chemistry में क्या progress
मेरी
हुआ है.
बात सुन. 1900s के शुरू में you had the structure of the atom being discovered, ठीक है ना? और I don't know the exact year, but then by 1945 you were able to split the atom apart, unleash the strong force and release the nuclear bombs, right? आपने within a 50 years of the 1900, right? आपने एटम को इतनी जोर से फाड़ा कि न्यूक्लियर बॉम्ब बन गया. What has happened in the first 25 years of 21st century? It's just bits.
It's just the
bits.
internet, it's
The
smartphones,
internet,
it's now
cloud
AI.
technology, AI phones, right? You've given somehow all of your real atomistic day-to-day breathing, day-to-day life in the earth na, and you've handed it over to smartphone. Then which is again, यार देखो boys ने क्या किया. Boys ने रेत पे आग मारी है, ठीक है ना? और 100 सालों के अंदर अंदर अब आप चैट जीपीटी से जो मर्जी वो आपको करके दे देता है. This is an insane rate of technological development. And then you took...
But it's only limited to bits now, to the
हाँ,
software
bits
realm.
है, yes.
Like
Yes.
where's the progress in actual physical hardware? Like it doesn't match the progress in bits.
यार लेकिन मुझे अब the thing is कि what if they have physical development, right? And then what they're selling to us, what they're showing to us every day is the progress in bits, right? मतलब एक ये भी तो conspiracy वाला scene है ना
हाँ,
पे,
it's कि they're 20 years ahead of us.
हाँ, what if they have that technology, right? Or they're just waiting. Because यार I think COVID मुझे लगता है इस तरह की एक चीज़ थी. They had that thing for a very long time. And then when they did find कि हाँ यार flight सबसे ज़्यादा रेट ना दुनिया में आजकल ज़्यादा है, people are going everywhere, unleash this thing.
यार कोविड तो मुझे जो है ना, मैं उसको ऐसे देखता हूँ कि इट्स लाइक वन ऑफ दोज पॉइंट्स ना वेयर द यूनिवर्स कंप्लीटली स्विच्ड. लाइक वी वर सपोज्ड टू गो वन वे and then COVID happened and now we're living in one of those multiverse planets where everything weird keeps happening. But to bring this conversation back ना, I feel like subaltern boys, ठीक है, हमारी आखिरी उम्मीद हमसे तो कुछ होता नहीं है. पाकिस्तान क्या ये AI बने. चाइना हमारी आखिरी उम्मीद है, ठीक है. AI के लिहाज से, टेक्नोलॉजी के लिहाज से, it's the only developing country in the world that seems to have mastered technology. ठीक है, the machine ना,
yes,
China has really mastered the machine. And इधर से हम इस वजह से उम्मीद लगा सकते हैं कि उनका जो मॉडल है ना, despite what it may seem, is more inclusive. इनके जो LLMs हैं, they're open source LLMs. We can build on top of them. ठीक है, they're cheaper.
Yeah,
they're more accessible for countries like ours.
They're better, but then again, I think China somehow also follows what the West does, right? मतलब they're also very secretive. I think secrecy is back. But then वो जो primary trajectory है ना दुनिया की, वो एक छोटा सा island है, ठीक है ना? वो एक छोटा सा मुल्क है मिडिल ईस्ट में, एक छोटा सा island है अमेरिका के साथ, वो वहाँ पे बनता है. I think मेरा इससे
Epstein Island
Epstein Island
Israel.
हाँ.
Maybe they're both like, maybe it's like an extension of the same thing ना. It's वो एक spectrum पे exist करते हैं. जैसे you're an extension of the smartphone. Maybe Epstein Island is an extension of
Israel.
Is not real. तो लेकिन चाइना से उम्मीद नहीं लगानी चाहिए subaltern boys को.
यार चाइना आई थिंक ना इज स्टिल वेरी अंडररेटेड, मतलब, और यार उम्मीद उनसे लगा सकते हैं, लेकिन आई कैंट रियली से इफ दे आर गोइंग टू कॉलोनाइज अस.
यार आई फील लाइक कलोनियलिज्म से ज़्यादा ना, मैं तो तुझे खतरे की
हाँ
बात की
हाँ
ना, कम से कम उनके साथ ना वो एक जो आइडियोलॉजिकल बैगेज है ना एआई के साथ, ये
हाँ
ट्रांसह्यूमनिज्म वाला,
हाँ.
ठीक है, वो और उनकी इलीट के साथ ये जो पेडोफिलिक रिंग्स हैं, कम से कम ये जो बैगेज है ये चाइना के साथ नहीं है.
अच्छा.
China doesn't have this baggage. China does have the technology. It can give you the AI at a cheaper
हाँ
rate without the transhumanist bullshit.
यार, लेकिन मैं वही सोच रहा हूँ, डू वी इवन नीड ऑल दिस, डू वी इवन नीड ऑल दिस मैन.
We can go like वो भी तो एक experiment exist करता है. We can go the Afghanistan route, completely cut ourselves
हाँ
off from
हाँ
all technology,
यार
isolate
यस.
ourselves.
यार हाँ, दिस इज अ गुड पॉइंट आई थिंक. यार I do believe that 2026 will be even worse in case of technology, right? You will be further entrenched into the world of bits.
Mhm.
Or I'm not glorifying or I'm not supporting Afghanistan, especially what they do to women. Absolutely, don't do that, never. But then I also admire part of their psyche and part of their civilization that
They
they're able
have
to
great caps, यार.
the great caps,
Great, great
chadars.
chadars.
So I admire them in a way.
Hmm.
Okay, they're able to completely exist separately from the system, right? So
It's a unique experiment if you think about it. It's
unique
like a control group. बाकी सब लोगों पे एक्सपेरिमेंट हो
experiment,
रहा
हाँ
है. द
हाँ, yes,
एक्सपेरिमेंट ऑफ एआई टेक्नोलॉजी
without our
एवरीथिंग,
consent.
ठीक है, विदाउट आवर
No
कंसेंट.
consent.
इट्स नॉन कंसेंशुअल ऑल द, इट्स एप्स्टीन ऑल द वे ना. लेकिन
It's Epstein all the way down.
हाँ, इट्स
Damn,
एप्स्टीन ऑल,
man.
इट्स लाइक एप्स्टीन टर्टल्स ऑल द वे डाउन. बट एटलीस्ट देयर इज वन कंट्री हु इज नॉट पार्टिसिपेटिंग इन द एआई टेक्नोलॉजी रेस ना. इट्स उसने कहा है कि यार आई एम आउट, ठीक है. एंड आई फील लाइक ऐसे एक मुल्क जरूर
यार
होना चाहिए.
हाँ हाँ, नहीं नहीं, यस, एक मुल्क ज़रूर होना चाहिए यार. आई थिंक एक जो बात what I would like to say to everyone is that you should try to cultivate an island of individuality in yourself also, like Afghanistan. There should be a little Afghanistan inside you. And not in a conservative sense, not in a misogynist sense, but in a sense that
In an autonomous sense.
autonomous sense, huh? That you are able to exist outside of the boxes the world tries to put you in, right? Whether I think because of, yeah, what I believe is that technology has had a flattening effect on us. Well, मैं लाहौर से इस्लामाबाद आया हूँ. People are doing usually the same things when I'm hanging out. They're going to cafes, they're going drinking coffees or drinking matcha. ठीक है ना? They're posting usually the same stories. या खाने की होगी या पहाड़ों की होगी. That's the thing, right? And
This
then
is the
even
great thesis of the world is flat वाला guy ना.
वो Thomas L. Friedman.
हाँ.
हाँ हाँ हाँ. तो और I think even if I go to another capital city, right? Let's say I go to Madrid. और let's say I go to New York, or let's say I go to Berlin, और किसी Bangkok में मैं जाऊँगा. तो most people are on their phone. They're very much part of the global system of phone. Everything is phone. आपने ट्रेन लेनी है फ़ोन, आपने बैंक ऐप खोलनी है फ़ोन, आपने किसी कॉल करनी है बच्चा फ़ोन, वहाँ पे मेक सेंस, आपने तस्वीरें खींचनी है फ़ोन. Phones, I believe, are the biggest enemy. और it's very ironic to me कि मैं आपको कह रहा हूँ कि यार फ़ोन छोड़ दो. ठीक है, 2026 में do not use your phone. Although I will post this on my phone. Don't use your phone, bro.
So on that note ना, guys, don't become the automaton. Be autonomous. And New Year resolutions पे आते हैं. 2026 New Year resolutions. मेरी New Year resolution following on what Hashmi said. मैंने अपना Instagram deactivate किया. No Instagram for 2026. This is one of my New Year resolutions. Hashmi, what is your New Year resolution?
New Year resolutions. I am incel. I am unk. I am chopped. I have no prospects. I have no job. I have no sense of life. I'm very confused. But even then, New Year resolutions. I want to find a wife. And this is a very serious thing. I'm not joking. And I want to write 12 essays this year. Once a month. These are my resolutions.
I think the 12 essays can be about finding a wife ना, like दोनों को relate कर सकता है कि
हाँ यार हाँ, I think इस पे हमने बात नहीं की थोड़ी.
trying to find a wife in a modern
मॉडर्न 2020 हाँ 2025
2026
2026 यार हाँ इस पे हमने ज़्यादा बात
economy,
नहीं की
political economy.
सॉरी लेकिन हाँ मैं तेरी बात काट रहा हूँ आई थिंक people who are my age right who are 26 27 maybe 28 years old my heart goes out to them they're living in a very very
It's a weird
confusing very chaotic world or everything will tell you to use your phone everything will tell you to lock inside a digital system of zeros and ones but you have to remind yourself that you are not an extension of your phone you live in this world you exist you are a real human being and you should try to be here now
And that's a plug for our book. Be here now.
Be here now.
It's next to the
Ramdas
laptop.
yes
So my resolution is a bit different. My ending note is a bit different.
अच्छा,
I want to end on a quote from Timothy Leary.
अच्छा. Nice.
That is, if I can find it.
मिल जाएगा तूने मुझे भेजा था
हाँ अच्छा. So the quote is, as we enter the psychedelic era, as things get weirder and weirder, as more and more people tune in and drop out, one thing is certain, the future is going to be weird. Timothy Leary. And I think the future is going to keep getting weirder. So guys, tune in and drop out.
Johnny, thanks.
Let's go.
फिट था यार very wide ranging it was very wide ranging
कितना है
यार ये है इसको सबसे पहले मुझे सेव करना
एन के पहले भूल गया था मैं यार
ओए
हाँ भूल गया था मैं
अच्छा वो उधर से रिकॉर्ड हो रहा है इसको मैं पहले
उधर से देख और अब भूख लगी है खाना खिला यार